Yeah, man. I had some leftover curry last night. I've been eating leftovers of what I've been cooking. I just kind of didn't feel like cooking today, and then all the meat at the store was frozen, so I've also just, maybe it's the American in me, but I've been really craving red meat. I know it's probably not the best thing to eat every day, but once in a while. I haven't had red meat in a while. So I got a burger and some fries. I don't know, I feel like 5,000 is a lot for one single steak. 5,000 in Guyanese, which is like probably a little bit over $20 or something for just one steak. I think they would probably overcharge me at that store. It was a different store that I usually go to, because the one that I usually go to, they don't sell beef at all. They only sell chicken. So I went to a different store around the corner. It was $5,300 for one steak, and it was frozen. And I was like, that's too much, and I just left. My friend told me they will try and overcharge you if they know that you're American. Just something to keep in mind. But this is my block now. I've been walking up and down this block all week, but I ain't never been to that store. Yeah, the market that I usually go to, I go there every day, and as soon as I come in, she's like, are you using American money or Guyana money? Like, they know me and stuff. And I was like, I'm using Guyana money today. So I went to a different store. 5,000 is just too much for one piece of steak. Here's my friend.
NIS first. So you take 5.6 of it.
Wow. Cool. Oh, there's little dolphins or whatever. What are they? Whales? Sharks?
Let me just check to see.
This looks like a hotel pool.
Yoga was always about the mind. It was always about subduing or mortifying the body so that the mind can achieve enlightenment. And it wasn't until the 4th century when Tantra came about. That's when the physical practice came about. So now, when Tantra came about in the 4th century, it was like, oh, the whole of the cosmos is in the body. You know, that's when the physical practice came about.
Started with meditation.
It was always about meditation. It was. So when they speak of asanas in yoga, asanas like translates to posture, and people think it's like headstand, handstand, like all these dynamic
poses. Yeah.
Do you know what the purpose of a headstand was? Yoga was strictly for male celibates, and they would.
What are they?
A spiritual leader, right? He grew up as someone who would guide the people. Arjuna was a prince.
Okay.
And it was his job to protect the religion and get justice to the people.
Why? Because there's 3 aspects of Hinduism: creation, preservation, destruction.
Brahma, Vishnu, and
Shiva. Right?
So the Bhagavad Gita is about the preservation, right? Vishnu was reincarnated. So hit me.
Yeah, baby.
It feels nice.
That was not my question, man. Is it cold?
It's warm. It's it's cold at first, but you gotta like warm up to it. Let me see how deep it is. Oh, it gets deep. No, that's deep right there.
Can you swim?
No, I can't swim.
You better not get the sunglasses.
I know. It gets deep right there.
$5,000.
Deep over here. Not going that far.
Said no girl lover. Dad, just wait for a joke, man.
Basically just making this for the Vanlife Diaries. I really haven't had the energy or time to like check in like this because I've had so much content to go through. It's like the 5th day. Let me see. It's day 9 right now. It's Friday. I'm pretty sure it's Friday. I think it's day 9, Friday. I think it's the 28th of March, 2025. I'm still here in Georgetown, Guyana. Here's the thing. So I did my rant about how there's nothing to do if you're by yourself. And obviously through all my videos, you can see that there has been stuff to do. It's just a matter of timing. There was a few things that I was able to do by myself, but I'm sort of learning through a lot of research that most things sort of require at least a second person, even if you're not going on like a tour or anything, because just the culture doesn't really accept or respect, I would say, like a happily single woman who is like confidently walking down the street by herself, can pay her own bills, and I'm not really afraid of anything. So I'm looking at all these cool places that I really want to check out, but they're conveniently situated. Most of them, if not all of them, that I haven't checked out yet are conveniently situated in notoriously dangerous neighborhoods. And I have been here for 9 days, I think, or something like that, 8 days. And I know my way around my immediate neighborhood. Anything that's like a mile in any direction, I'm comfortable with. But I have not actually wandered into the adjacent neighborhoods outside of like a 1 or 2 mile radius, with the exception of the tourist area over by the beach, the seawall, because, you know, it's just been highly recommended not to. And I've read stories online about, specifically, like there's this Waffle House out here that I really want to check out because, you know, Waffle House. It'd be cool to say that I went to a Waffle House in Guyana. So that neighborhood is conveniently situated in, I forgot what it's called, 𝘁𝗵𝗏, or something. It's like my next door neighbor. I'm in Kitty, and my next neighborhood over, it's like a 1.1 kilometer walk, really close. But apparently there has been news of a woman, a solo traveler woman, who was beaten and robbed in daylight in that area. So that's actually on Google. The neighborhood that's directly next to Kitty, Kitty,
There's a story about a woman who was robbed and beaten in broad daylight in that neighborhood. And that's next to a mall. I was gonna go to the Waffle House and then go to the mall that's like right down the street from that. But you know, it's not that I'm afraid, it's just that I value my life so much that I'd rather just go with someone else. So long story short, I know there's a lot of content that has happened that I've not put into camera, so I'm skipping all over the place, but I kind of asked out my tour guide. I literally sent him a message on Instagram, because we follow each other, if he'd like to go out to breakfast or lunch with me to the Waffle House on Sheriff Street, awaiting his rejection, most likely, because men are kind of the same everywhere, and I've never actually successfully asked a man out without being rejected. My cleaning lady's here. She's trying to get me some towels and some water. Hold on. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. I texted my tour guide. This is literally like, it's almost the same as what happened in Dominican Republic. I went on a tour. My tour guide recommended me another tour. I went on that tour. And then after the second tour, he asked me out. And then I got all dressed up. We went out for like an hour, and then maybe less than that. Didn't even actually get to go out. And then I came back to my Airbnb kind of feeling like rejection. And I don't really do well with rejection. This sort of pathetic thing goes out of like my energy. I don't know, it just seems very pathetic for me. And then furthermore, not only am I not good with rejection, no one really is good with rejection. But I'm really not interested in like entertaining men. The only reason why I feel like it was okay to send my tour guide a request to go out to lunch or dinner with me was mostly because I'm kind of afraid for my life to go by myself. I'm not gonna lie, my tour guide was very attractive. That helps. It helps me ask him in the first place. But really, like, even if he wasn't attractive, just like going somewhere with a local here in Georgetown, Guyana, it seems smart. And I have local friends here, but we just hung out yesterday. They're lovely, they're beautiful people. But they got their own lives to worry about. And, you know, I just didn't want to put all my eggs in one basket. I didn't want to just make the one friend out here out to just be like my local friend to walk around with me. So I thought it was a good idea because he's a local person. There's an American side of me, like maybe 10%, 15% of me that's saying, you know, just fucking go. Just fucking go. You got this far. And if God wants me to die at a Waffle House in Guyana, I think that'd be pretty cool. That'd be a cool way to go, right? Or if God wants me to be beaten and robbed in broad daylight while on my way to a Waffle House, then cool, so be it, right? That's like 15% of me that it's like, has that resilience and has that, you know, just courage. But unfortunately, I feel like I have a lot more to lose this time. Not just physically, not just because I'm a woman and I'm beautiful, but because I think very highly of myself. So whatever view that other people have of me, generally, like, oh, I'm gonna rob her, or, you know, I better not fuck with her, whatever it is, it's always amplified with me, like, because I just think so highly of myself. Granted, I don't plan to just walk around with like flashy jewelry and stuff. I want to be smart about it. But at the same time, I don't want to be another statistic. I don't want to be, hey, there was an American girl who came out here and was, again, beaten and robbed in daylight by the Waffle House, even though there's stories of it. I also heard another story of someone being robbed outside of the airport, the international airport, which generally is like a safe place, but I guess, you know, not in all places. The story I heard was the person, I don't know if it was a man or a woman, but the person took their phone out of their pocket to like make a call while standing at the airport, outside of the airport, just outside of the airport. And a guy came up and like just snatched the phone from them. And you know, I literally got my whole life on this phone. If this phone were to like get stolen or broken, it would literally be the end of the world for me. I'm pretty sure Apple would be able to like transfer all my photos and notes and videos and stuff, but in the meantime, I mean, I'd have to be at least on American soil to even file that claim. So I won't even like, I don't have my boarding pass, like I don't have how to even get home without this phone right here. So that's my biggest thing. For me, I have a lot to lose. So I asked out the guy and I'm awaiting his rejection. He is very attractive. And you know what? Since I know no one's really gonna be watching this video, I may even have casual sex with this man if he's fucking interested. It's been a long time since I've had sex. Not that long. I've obviously had sex in 2025, but and fear aside, like let's say this was like a different situation where I didn't really like need him for like safety and touring. He's very attractive. I probably would have gotten some strange out here from a tour guide regardless, because it's just kind of been long and it'd be a fun story to tell. But that aside, that's basically what I'm up to right now. I have a waterfalls tour on Saturday, and that's like the last big thing that I'm obligated to do that I've been really, really looking forward to do. It's tomorrow. But I have today with no plans and Sunday with no plans. And I met the tour guide like on day 4. And we've been kind of chatting it up on Instagram to the point, and he's been watching my stories, so I feel like he kind of knows that I'm an adventurous spirit and that I mean no harm. I literally just want to do as much as I can while I'm here without risking my life. And in the event that he finds me attractive as well, then hey, he could get it. I'm not too proud to say that. I'm like, he could get it. But that rarely ever happens for me. Like the guy in Dominican Republic, he wasn't actually super physically attractive. He spoke Spanish very well. He spoke poetry in Spanish, and he was very knowledgeable. He spoke English and Spanish, so, you know, I thought he was a nice person to hang out with. I don't think I would have gotten some strange from that tour guide. However, if we actually did go on a date and he spoke some more Spanish to me, that would, I mean, I don't consider him unattractive, but you know, just generally not my type physically. But yeah, so that's basically where I am right now. I'm just trying to not get murdered or beaten or robbed before I go back home. I'm trying to do as much as I can, and I asked a very attractive tour guide who most likely will turn me down for some reason, not personal, which I don't take it personal. It's just, yeah. Rejection's kind of gay, you know. I don't really fuck with rejection like that, and not like the sexual part. Like really, even if he's not attractive to me, I would really appreciate a local person just walking with me down the street. He doesn't even have to eat with me, really. Just kind of escort me there, so I'm not like beaten on the way there, or robbed on the way there, and you know, escort me back, of course. But like, I'm not like, I'm really not even trying to have a one-night stand with a foreign man, but I kind of am, if that makes sense. This fly is trying to die today. I told all these mosquitoes and flies that they should call the suicide hotline if they really wanted to die. But it looks like they're just going for it, and they're coming into my house, and now I'm just gonna spray them until they're dead. I got so much more. I gotta, one thing I wanna put on camera that is not in any of the videos. We may have an opportunity to get a chance to again, but in the off chance that we may not have this experience again. I just want to put it in one of my Guyana episodes. I want to record it in Guyana. That my friend of a friend, Rochelle, who was out here, who has been very nice and very hospitable and welcoming and fun, just really fun, generally just super cool person. I would call her like my best friend out here in Guyana. If I say, if you got any best friends, I have a best friend who lives in Guyana, and her name is Rochelle. And the other night, I think the night that I went to the smokehouse with the other bike tourees, she came over and we just sat here at my B&B and we drank and talked all night. We came back here around like 8:30. She didn't leave my house until like 3:45, almost 4 o'clock in the morning. And we were drinking, we were smoking weed, we were talking about life, love, men, women, parents, everything. We laughed, we cried. It was truly beautiful. It was almost like orgasmic. It was so beautiful that I had like just a real connection with a real woman about real shit, and I just love how like there's like a universal like connection with women. I just wanted to put that on camera. It would have been great if I was able to record at least bits and pieces of our conversation, you know, because a lot of it was like sort of sacred, that I wouldn't have put on camera, but the non-sacred stuff, just to give you a vibe, I would have liked to like record some of that so that I can have it as a keepsake, especially since I know that the only people who are going to be watching this video are going to pay. So it really would have been a keepsake for me, and if you got that far to be able to pay to watch the episode, then you would have been able to see it as well. It was just great chemistry, great connection. I truly love her as a person, as a woman, and I hope she thrives. This fucking fly wants to die. I hope she, you know, gets everything that she wants in life and deserves in life. But that was it. That was just a beautiful, so beautiful, and I'm kind of, yeah, I'm happy that I'm able to make the connections that I have made out here with her. She's been awesome. Yeah, technically today would be like my last day to do something, you know, something. Today will be my last day to do something, technically, because, so I have today, Friday, then I have Saturday at the waterfalls. Sunday is a free day as well, but I leave at 3 o'clock in the morning on Monday. So really Sunday is kind of like all stops at like 3 in the afternoon. I'm just gonna be like packing and like homebodying, getting my shit together, because I don't want to miss my flight, and I don't want to, you know, be doing something too crazy. I think maybe 5 o'clock at the latest. Like at sundown by Sunday is like, that's it. That's a wrap for me. Anything that I haven't done by Sunday at 5 o'clock, we'll just have to wait till the next trip to Guyana. So I don't think it was inappropriate. I'm pretty sure he's a young man, the tour guide, the bikes. He's a young man. He speaks multiple languages. He is a little younger than me. Okay, he's a lot younger than me, but you know, comparatively to American men his age, he's practically the same age as me. Just saying. He's educated, he's intelligent, he knows his way around. I don't think it was inappropriate to ask him on my last real full free day here to let's take me to the Waffle House, bro. You don't even have to like pay for me. Obviously I can pay for myself, it'd be nice, but yeah, just really kind of just walk me there. I don't think it was inappropriate to ask him to escort me or join me for lunch or breakfast. I feel like I'm divinely protected and guided, and there was a reason why the guy in Dominican Republic it didn't work out with him. There's a reason for it, I think, a divine reason, and you know, I questioned it then, but now I'm just not questioning any connections that I make right now or out here or ever. I just don't question it. You know, if it's meant to be, then it is meant to be. I shot my shot. I showed no fear. I showed confidence. I didn't show too desperation, although it may seem that way. It depends. I don't know how culturally how they are out here, but I felt like this was an exception because he was a tour guide, and I'm not a local here. I'm just trying to do something. So, hey, I hope it works out. But if it doesn't, then it's all right as well, because it just wasn't meant to be. I think that's all I really gotta. Most of everything else has been self-explanatory, so I haven't really been talking much. I may do on my last day here, I may do a full summarization, a full summary video of just my experience here in Guyana day by day. But for right now, I've already been talking too long, and I'm trying to murder this fly, so I'll see you when I see you. The tour guide did get back to me. He sort of reassured me that the violent crime that happens towards women here are mostly domestic and not aimed towards tourists generally, which, you know, it's kind of reassuring, but it's like violent crime is violent crime. Doesn't matter if it's like, if I'm from here or not, you know. So he reassured me that the area where the Waffle House is pretty safe in the daytime for tourists. It's literally only 0.6 miles. It's like a little over half a mile away from my Airbnb. So that's a little reassuring. He did say that he would go out to eat with me, but that he's got a tour at like 3:15. He's got a tour at 3:15, and so we're meeting up at 1:15 to eat and chat or whatever. Kind of really not what I was expecting. I was kind of hoping that he'd be able to walk with me, kind of defeating the purpose. He told me to meet him there. Kind of defeats the purpose, but, you know, like I did say, he is attractive, so, you know, and it's only a half a mile, and with that, his slight reassurance, I'm just gonna just have some courage and then just walk a half a mile up to meet him at 1:15. It's like a little after 12 o'clock right now, so I'll probably leave here in like 40 minutes. But yeah, that's just the update. I've been doing a lot of ranting, I'm noticing. So that's it. I don't know what will happen after that, but really, I'm just kind of happy that I'm gonna be able to go to a Waffle House in Guyana. Kind of running out of things to do as a happily single woman here. Kind of running out of things to do. I still have I literally still have cash. I have not swiped my card at all since I've been here, except for paying for things online, like the bike tour and the waterfalls tour. But I still have physical cash. I came here with $360 American money. Still got 60, I think I have another 40 in I still have $100 left of cash. I've barely spent any money. So it's not about the money, it's just more about the experience. But yeah, the best thing I can do right now is go to a Waffle House in Guyana and, you know, take some pictures of the fucking sign. Just do it for my own personal experience. It'll make me happy to see a Waffle House be at a Waffle House. That's basically it. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna kind of get cute for this guy, but not too cute because I am walking by myself and theoretically I'll be walking back. But I'm gonna kind of get cute mostly because I'm gonna be eating with an attractive man. I still have plenty of clothes. I remember my last trip to Cayman Islands, I was like, make sure you pack more clothes. I have clothes that I haven't even worn. I've been a homebody. This is like the trip that I've spent most time in the Airbnb. I guess it is what it is, but I've literally worn this sweater like 5 days in a row, okay? Like, there's clothes and outfits that I planned on wearing that I haven't even touched. Plenty of underwear, plenty of like extra clothes that I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna wear that. Especially knowing the you know, just like the vibe out here towards women. Domestic or international, it's violent, okay? I have plenty of clothes here, but I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna be looking that cute walking down the street by myself. I'm normally not even like that. It really makes me proud to be an American. I gotta stop rambling. I'm gonna take a shower. See you when I see you.